What's up, guys? Crypto Hedge here with another update. I just felt like I really need to make this update. I know that I said I was going to make an update later tonight at around 7:30 p.m., 8 p.m. Eastern time. I'm still going to do that update, but I really wanted to get to you guys because there's some important things I want to talk about. No problem, Alan. Got some Northern Lights. Yeah, guys, crazy things right now. I've been tracking this quite closely, even though I've been having a busy day at work. But this is something that I wanted to point out, and I want everyone to be aware of. You know, not many people are batting an eye to this. Not many people are taking this into consideration. It's a big thing right now. In the past few days, it's been absolutely ridiculous with Litecoin. As we can see, it's been having some growth to the Litecoin Bitcoin pair ratio, and then this has been slowly going above, showing uptrend, above 1%, not negative 18%. It's been doing that quite often today. But I wanted to touch base with a few things today because it's really, it's not aggravating me, but it's aggravating me at the same time. There's a lot of manipulation going on right now in the markets, and it's really hard to gauge the way I'm thinking. Even though I have my full inventory of Litecoin, I'm not gonna sell off any or anything like that. I'm not worried at all. But what I want to talk about is, a lot of people are talking about Bitcoin. There's nothing to be worried about, Khalid. There's nothing to be worried about. But a lot of people are talking about Bitcoin and the limit of withdrawals. And what that basically means is people are still afraid of a chain split. People are still being worried. And, people are talking about on Reddit, there was a couple blocks missed for the BIP91, segregated witness, and people are trying to withdraw their Bitcoin into a private wallet to avoid, if there was going to be a split, they want to avoid having two Bitcoins, which would be the Bitcoin Connect or the not Bitcoin Connect, the BTCC, the Bitcoin Cash, and Bitcoin, whatever it may be. But people are trying to withdraw their Bitcoin, and they have limits, especially on GDAX. They have limits on how much they can withdraw on a weekly basis. Now, what does that mean? That means that their Bitcoin is stuck in the exchange, and we are very close to August 1st. We're just days away. So the chances of them being able to withdraw, since they've already hit this limit, are slim to none. So if a split were to happen, which is what the fear mongering is going around right now, if that were to happen, the people that have their Bitcoin in the exchanges, they're going to end up with 2 Bitcoins, supposedly. So it's quite confusing. People are freaking out. I've been reading up a lot on this, even though I've been just crazy busy. I just really wanted to make a video because you can see Bitcoin hasn't had much growth. It's kind of like a bloodbath right now. Bitcoin hasn't had much growth today. We still have to wait till later on in the day when the Chinese wake up, because that's usually where we see growth, mostly on Litecoin, but Bitcoin as well. But we haven't seen much growth with Bitcoin today. It's actually been descending. It went down to like 2730 today, and it's been shooting back up and going back down, shooting back up and going back down. But what I want to talk about is Litecoin. Litecoin, man. Litecoin has had an ever-increasing magical poof sell wall that's coming out of absolutely nowhere and just growing and growing and growing incrementally. And it's really quite aggravating because it's limiting the growth, because people are taking their Bitcoin that they can't withdraw and they're putting it into either more so Litecoin, but they're putting it in Litecoin and they're putting it in Ethereum. And this is going to happen more and more as we approach August 1st and more people have their Bitcoin on exchanges. They're going to be trying to withdraw it, and if they have a large amount, they're not going to be able to withdraw it. So what are they going to do? If they can't take it out of GDAX, they're going to put it in Litecoin or Ethereum, because they don't want to be stuck with 2 coins, 2 Bitcoins. And a lot of people are saying that Bitcoin Cash is worthless. So with that being said, people are putting their money into Litecoin. Litecoin has had a nice influx of volume just today, even yesterday as well. And people, the sell wall keeps increasing and increasing and increasing. And what it's doing is it's pegging the growth of Litecoin to USD and also to Bitcoin ratio. So that's not good. Someone is deliberately manipulating Litecoin to keep the price down, not keeping Litecoin like down, like below $45. I'm saying that they're trying to keep it stable. They're trying to not allow it to break out. They're not allowing it to break into a new all-time high. They're not allowing it to break through resistance levels. So it's quite annoying, to say the least, that we're seeing this, because the sell wall is just growing and growing and growing. You can see for yourself, and it's been doing this all day. The sell wall has been growing and growing and growing, and it's just pure manipulation. We're not seeing any growth because it's basically the people that are taking their Bitcoin or their fiat and putting it into Litecoin. It's just feeding the sell wall, and the sell wall just keeps growing. So it's really aggravating, in my opinion. So I just really wanted to make a video real quick. The manipulation is freaking real. It's annoying. It's unbelievable. You know, we're not seeing new all-time highs because someone or a group of people, I don't know who it is, what it is, they are deliberately pegging down the growth of Litecoin and feeding into these upper buy-ins, and basically increasing the sell wall so that there's no actual growth. It's just basically stable. It's stagnant still. So it's really annoying. And I just wish I could, like, you know, I don't want to throw fiat in this right now, but I wish I could just make a splash because it's bothering me so much. I just want to make a splash and get rid of these sell walls, but that's not going to happen because these sell walls are like robots. They're bots. They're just going to keep growing and growing and growing. So there's no point in me throwing fiat into it or, you know, trying to make a splash. It's not going to happen. It's just, it's deliberate. It's happening. The manipulation is there. Then you need to be seeing it because it's there. Patience or be ready to shift into BTC, which is unlikely. Not yet. LTC is most manipulated, it appears, which is a good thing for holders. Jason, you're right. It can have a good and interesting strategy to launch LTC. It's good for LTC. Yes, it's good for LTC, but it's quite annoying that we're seeing this manipulation. It's been happening for the past few days. The sell wall just keeps growing, and basically as the sell wall grows, the price goes nowhere. You know, we're not seeing any actual uptrending because the people that have fat wallets of Litecoin are just feeding and feeding and feeding the sell wall so that there's no actual growth. It's really annoying, but on the positive side, we can see that Litecoin is doing quite well in the 24-hour volume in compared to 24-hour price, not volume, in comparison to Bitcoin and Ethereum, which is a great sign. I think we're going to see more and more of this as people start to more or less panic because there's still an ability and a possibility that there is going to be a chain split. That's why we haven't seen much growth in Bitcoin. Are we going to see growth in Bitcoin? It's really a toss-up in the air right now. FUD is starting to spread around. There's good news and bad news coming out for Bitcoin. Mostly the bad news is for more so to alert people that have fat pockets that are invested in Bitcoin or want to invest in Bitcoin, and they're not going to, or they're backing out. Simply because of the fear. They want all this to pass through before they start investing again, which is quite normal. I mean, it's a sane idea to do that because there's a lot of crazy things going on in the crypto markets. We're seeing like manipulation with Litecoin like we've never ever seen before. I've never seen this with Litecoin for as long as I've held it. So this manipulation is freaking real and it's annoying. But on the upside, you know, we're seeing that Litecoin is doing quite well in this bloodbath. You know, Bitcoin hasn't gone really anywhere. It's actually relatively gone down. Ethereum has just been a stagnant little Ethereum that it is. And Litecoin is showing an increasing Bitcoin to Litecoin ratio. And like I said, Litecoin is being manipulated through the USD and Bitcoin as well. But we've seen a little bit of growth with the LTC-BTC ratio. But it's really annoying. I mean, it really is. It's like, why are we seeing this manipulated? You know, we're seeing an influx of volume into Litecoin. You know, we're seeing more and more people get into Litecoin. If we see the price rise, it makes sense that people are going to have FOMO and they're going to try to get into Litecoin as it rises and possibly rise to, you know, breaking resistance levels or a new all-time high, which I said that in my last live stream this morning. You know, this coming August 1st, I see a fat splash with Litecoin. You know, I think we're going to be breaking a new all-time high, hopefully. But this is just aggravating, and I just kind of wanted to note it. You know, we're just seeing a lot of sideways movement. That's all we're seeing right now. And it's really, really annoying because we wouldn't see the sideways movement if it weren't for this constant magical sell wall that just keeps popping up and growing and growing. causing Litecoin to go absolutely nowhere. We can see people buying in. There's, we have small bots trying to drop the price, but we see people buying in with loads, not just 0.01 bot orders. We're seeing actual people flood into the market at a slowly increasing rate. But this sell wall is just keeping us stagnant and left behind, not in a bad sense, but it's really, really freaking annoying. And I just had to make a live stream. I mean, I'm just to make this quick, because I still am going to do the live stream at 7:30 p.m. Eastern time, 8 p.m. Eastern time tonight. But it's quite annoying. And and this is why I've been saying, even this morning, it's like I literally cannot even look at the charts. It's bothering me because I'm a very technical person. I'm a very analytical person. I like looking at charts. But what we're seeing is freaking crap manipulation right now, and it makes me go loony because I can't look at the charts and make proper judgments. We're seeing sideways movement. That can mean anything on God's green earth, when it comes to movement, whether it's up or down. So I still feel bullish about Litecoin, of course. We're seeing great signs as Litecoin is showing much strength during, stagnant growth with both Bitcoin and Ethereum, and also some altcoins. We're seeing some green with some altcoins right now. But the main focus is really the top three, which is Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin. Ripple is irrelevant. Ethereum, you guys already know where I stand with Ethereum. I don't like Ethereum. But Litecoin is just being manipulated, and it's really, really hitting the feels. Not really, but it's annoying, to say the least. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you, Mills. I'm afraid that holding so long without the rising of the price that a lot of people will sell massively after the 1st of August. That's the risk. Not essentially. I still have all of my holdings with Litecoin. I see some great growth with Litecoin. August 1st, leading up to August 1st or August 1st in general, I just see some massive announcements happening on the Litecoin platform, whether it's masked, atomic swap, whatever it may be. It's going to be big. Even though the MIT website was taken down, the MIT website was basically hinting that Litecoin was going to replace Bitcoin or some shenanigans like that. Litecoin is going to definitely breach out of these stagnant ways, this manipulation soon. I think this next announcement, we're going to see some growth. Depending on how much growth we see, I really don't know how much growth we're going to see. We could reach a new all-time high. We could see just breaking of resistance levels if this manipulated magical sell wall consists. But it's really aggravating, guys. LTC has to be a real silver currency of Bitcoin at least. No, I have full hope and love for Litecoin. I hold all of my positions in Litecoin. I still have my stop orders for Bitcoin. I have no Ethereum, like you guys already know that following me. But I just wanted to point this out. I want you guys to be aware of this because it's really aggravating. And if you see, like, a lot of people are confused. Why is Litecoin stagnant? Why is Litecoin going nowhere? Simply because we're seeing a sell wall feeding these people that are getting into Litecoin, causing it to be stagnant, causing it to be stable, which comes in part with the fact that I believe that Litecoin could be pegged down right now because we're going to see this growth. And I think people are going to be getting out of Bitcoin, flooding into Litecoin soon, probably around August 1st, which is the reason why we're seeing this peg down. I think that it's being manipulated by big fat whales. I'm talking fat whales. I'm talking people that have like $100 million worth of Litecoin or more. It's being pegged down so that the other whales can get in to Litecoin after they take their sell off at around 3,000 for Bitcoin, which is just, it's speculation, but it makes sense as of right now. So simply put, it makes sense. But we need to really look at these things closely and efficiently, and I'll be keeping you guys updated. I'll be tuning in around 8 p.m., 7:30 p.m. Eastern time today. If you guys have any questions, throw it in the chat box. I just wanted to make a quick update so that you guys can, I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm losing my train of thought. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, like my videos, watch my videos, and comment on my videos. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you guys have any questions, throw it in the chat box. I'll stay on live for a little quick minute. But this manipulation is real, guys. It's clearly real. And if you have been monitoring just GDAX alone, I mean, all the exchanges have been doing this manipulation. I've been seeing it on multiple exchanges because I'm on multiple exchanges, and this manipulation is real. So keep an eye out for it. Don't be freaked out. Don't be nervous, whatever. This isn't a nervous thing in general. I'm just trying to point out the manipulation because it's there. And it's actually more or less to me a good sign because it's being pegged down for a reason. Why on God's earth would it be pegged down? Maybe because we're going to see a fat splash on these coming announcements for Litecoin. It's already showing strength for today. We haven't seen any growth because we saw the fat growth. Like I was already saying in my last live stream, we saw some fat growth with Bitcoin. There's always going to be some downward movement after something this fat goes up, and there's already starting to be growing speculation because of the split and et cetera, et cetera. We'll get more into that tonight. But we see some sideways movement with Bitcoin. We could see downward movement, or we could see upward movement. It's really quite simple. Same with Litecoin. But Litecoin, I'm a lot more bullish than Bitcoin because of the massive speculation and worry and et cetera going on with Bitcoin. So we're seeing sideways movement. We've been seeing the attempt to break out. So we're sitting on the support line, which is relatively, it's not a weak support line, but it's a support line. The stronger support lines are lower, but I see a breakout with Litecoin soon. Hopefully, if we see this sell wall pass, or we just see a massive splash, which would disregard the sell wall. So thank you, Jason. I try my best. I have a lot of responsibilities when it comes to crypto. I recently, and I know I was talking about on one of my earlier videos, is I just started a smaller scale, strictly crypto hedge fund, which is only crypto investments, and it's more so investments rather than trading, although small portions of people's portfolios are for swing trading. But I have a lot of responsibilities. Even though I have a full-time career, I still have to stay on my game, and might as well do a live stream when I catch something slipping. And this is a fat slip because I've been monitoring it. I even said it in my live stream this morning. I said that there's manipulation going on, and this just furthers the fact that this manipulation is freaking real. So sit still, hold on tight, fasten your seatbelts, because August 1st is coming around the corner. We got Bitcoin speculation still there. We could see some growth. It depends. It's really a toss up in the air right now. But Litecoin is looking fantastic like always. And I still have my positions. This isn't a fear mongering that I'm doing. I'm just saying that it's manipulated. It's being pegged down. So yeah, we do have buying pressure, but we have a feeding to the sell wall. No problem, Khalid. Khalid. Crypto Master, great job. Thank you. Oh, get some rest. I've gotten some rest, but rest isn't really an option. I have tons of responsibility in my multiple jobs that I have. But thank you for tuning in, guys. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Just want to make a quickie update. Echo Man, I don't see Litecoin plummeting. No. I do not see Litecoin. And of course, I know you guys are following me to the T, and I appreciate that, but I really want you guys to make your own judgments. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just basically documenting my ride with cryptocurrencies and my trading, exactly what I'm thinking and what I'm doing. So I want you guys to make your own judgments, your own actions. It's your money, and you need to do what you think is best for your money, because I'm not going to be I don't carry your money at the end of the day. So make sure that you guys do your research, follow the trends, follow a few people on YouTube, I guess. There's a lot of shills out there. It really bothers me. I had this one person commenting on one of my videos telling me Litecoin is going to, I don't even know what he said. He said something about Litecoin is going to take a shit or something like that. It's going to shit the bed. Litecoin's going to shit the bed. No, it's not. Litecoin, what I'm doing with my funds and my allocated investments, you know, I don't think it's shitting the bed at anywhere near that. So, you know, we still have announcements to come. We see some great stability. I mean, it's just constant stability and constant peg down of the price. So we just really need to keep an eye on it. Not that it's a bad thing, but just keep an eye on it, because this is definitely something to look at. You know, this is going to hinder, if this sell wall keeps growing and growing and growing, it's going to hinder future growth, future resistance breaking, and all-time highs. So yeah, atomic swaps are soon to come. What's it called? Atomic swaps are soon to come. Mast is soon to come. So stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, guys, if you guys want me to continuously, you know, continuously make videos and, you know, post good content, I'm actually thinking about creating a training program relative to trading with cryptocurrencies. Not because a lot of people are making trading courses that are based off of either forex trading or stock market trading, which is a lot different than cryptocurrencies. I mean, a lot different, because it's driven by news, it's driven by you know, technical analysis, it's driven by all sorts of things, and you have to integrate that into your approach. So, but if you guys could, you know, you guys don't have to. I'm not asking, I'm not begging. But the more I see this, the more I can set aside time to really, you know, make videos and do some live streams and put some content out there to get you guys updated. I don't have my wallet address on this video. I'll probably put it in the description after this video. But you know, if you guys would like, you know, I know you guys are my followers. You guys have been blowing up my channel. It's fantastic. You guys can just wait until we see Litecoin boom if you want to give me tips or whatever it may be. Because I really enjoy making these videos, and you know, might as well make these live streams and videos if I'm going to be doing you know, certain things when it comes to cryptocurrencies myself. So might as well keep you guys updated. There's no point in not keeping you guys updated. But man, oh man, do I want to make a splash right now with Litecoin, because this sell wall is pissing me off. But there's no point in making a splash because it's completely manipulated. It's manipulated. You know, the sell wall is going to keep increasing. You know, we're going to come to a point where the sell wall is going to stop growing. It's going to stop, you know, gaining in size, causing the pegging down of the price. It's going to happen because I think there's a plan behind this. There's a reason why it's being pegged down, and we don't really know exactly just yet. Charlie Lee hasn't had a Twitter post for a whole day, which is kind of weird. He's always posting, either posting retweets or something like that, replies, and he hasn't done that for a whole day. So, and we're seeing some good stuff with Litecoin as is. So we gotta keep an eye on this, guys. I'll be tuning in later tonight. Stay tuned. And if you guys have any questions, I'm about to tune out. So if you have any questions, throw them in the chat box. I'm gonna be tuning out in like 5 minutes. If LTC hits 250, I'm gonna get a fat payday. Yeah, no, that'd be awesome. But you know, we could see 250 by the end of the year. We could see it. We're in my opinion, we're gonna see at least $100 by the end of the year, without a doubt. But you know, the higher the better. You know, the way things are going right now, I just see so much bullishness with Litecoin. The fact that it's so stable, the fact that it's being manipulated, there's a reason why it's being manipulated. I think it has to do with the combination of both Bitcoin and Litecoin and where they stand. You know, Litecoin is really a safe haven this coming few days. So it's really something to get excited about, but also keep an eye out. You know, I'm not, you know, I get busy and I'm not always here to live stream and babysit. Not that I'm babysitting in the first place. I'm just giving sound advice on my behalf and what I'm doing. So like I said, always do your own research. I'm not a financial advisor. Take this as educational purposes. Just stay tuned. I know you guys have been watching my videos. I have almost over 500 subscribers right now. I've made this account, what, less than a month ago, maybe a little over a month ago. My channel has been blowing up, and it's quite awesome to see. You know, I didn't expect that to happen, but I'm pretty excited. A lot of people are loving the live streams, loving the videos, loving the insight, and the content. So I really appreciate it. All right, guys, I'm going to be tuning out now. Take care and stay tuned. I'm going to be doing a live stream around 7:30 p.m., 8 p.m. Eastern time. I'll see you guys then.